Nakano Hauntings. Hello everybody, I'm GameSurvive22 and welcome back to more Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. In the last episode, we fought Craniumon and also shut off Examon's source of power. It's not going to affect Examon for a while. Go be productive, take on some cases. Ego searching isn't really my thing, but apparently now there's a Nakano bulletin board. Go take a look at that if that's what you're into. I mean, sure, why not? I want to go ahead and change up my party. Plus, I gotta make sure things are still developing. 2 more master discs. Nice. Okay. Develop 10,000. I'm basically trying to just get Chrome Digizoids at this point. Because I'm gonna need a lot of money. I mean, there is gonna be a money farm that I have my Prince Mamemon set up for, but we're not there yet. But once we are, oh boy, we're gonna be making bank. Alright. Farm Island 3 is at max rank. Now let me check this one. Yeah, I can expand this one. Alright, only up to 2. That's fine. Alright, we have Developer Know-House here. I need to buy 5 more. How much is that going to cost me? Developer Know-How. Oh yeah, it's going to be 125,000 yen. Damn it. And it doesn't look like I don't think I have any jewels to sell either. Nope. Oh well then. Oh yeah, I was gonna change my team. That's what I came here for. I have Drill. I have Arrow Digimon, okay. But I'm gonna put up... Who should I put up? I'll put up Ebamon. Then I'll take Cherubimon. Here we have the team of OGs. There we go. Let's go in for a heal. Alright, now let's just check out this bulletin board that she mentioned. Oh, here we go. What is this? The bulletin board is packed with people's grievances. I hear strange groans during the night. I saw a monster shadow inside Nakano Broadway. Bizarre things are happening more and more. What's going to happen to us? That detective agency's got to be behind this. I'll just pretend I didn't read that last part. Hey, we've got another case to tackle. I hope you're ready for another day of hard... Hold on. What's this about that bulletin board? So people are saying this place is taking a turn for even the weirder. Alright. Sounds like the residents have a lot of pent-up frustration that they're letting out now. We definitely aren't lacking in people who've got it out for us. Once you're a bad apple in their eyes, you're always one, even if you're innocent. Let's see what we can do to clear our good name. What do you say? Yeah, that's a thing about Japan that I had learned about recently. It's just kind of crazy, but it's just that like you're guilty until proven innocent in Japan. Not to like knock at it, but I mean it's just a completely different culture, which I think is just kind of fascinating. Nakano's legendary busters. Okay, let's do it. Hi. Hi there, May. You're early today. Of course. When we heard you had something intriguing to share with the club, how could we not rush on over? May, calm down. You sound like a little overeager. Sorry, Detective. She's just a little worked up. That's May for you, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Ah, I see it's all the same gang from our Shibuya Hirosaka experiment earlier as well. Color me surprised to see you all still part of the occult club. Takes guts to stay around after what happened in Shibuya. That's all on May. After that experiment, she really started devoting herself to running the club. She's practically on fire. Yep, I owe it to you all now that I know there really are strange mysteries that are lurking around the world. Just don't say I didn't warn you if you get caught up in something serious one of these days. Oh, I'm doing this research precisely to prevent that from ever happening again. If you have to know what we're up against to survive, everyone knows that. Anyway, I'm sorry to call you all out here when you're so busy as it is. No, it's perfectly fine, I promise. When we hear the occult is afoot somewhere, we can't help but come running as fast as we can. That's our job as the Inodin Occult Research Club. I don't know why I say Indoin. I don't know why I said that. Well, I appreciate your vigor. Still, that being said, Tokyo has more than its fair share of occult phenomena going around these days, so why bother coming over to our neck of the woods? Well, when you put it like that, isn't it obvious? Nakano is leagues apart from anything else you could call an occult mecca around here. Exactly. I couldn't have put it better myself, Kenji. That's just what I'd hoped for out of the Vice President. Aw, May. Yeesh, Kenji, you're not exactly doing us any favors getting her all hyped up even more, you know. Well, what I said is still true. All sorts of weird, unusual things go down here in Nakano. I mean, there's the bleeding mural that's said to have blood gushing out of mouth and eyes in the lobby on the first floor lobby for starters. Then there's a skeleton pool home to a pile of abandoned corpses that turn to bones overnight. Rumor also has it that late night there are people clad in white flying over the roof while holding a hidden sabbat. And then you've also got the mysterious fish rains that have poured down over Nakano for ages, foretelling imminent misfortune. All those things remain unsolved, so naturally... Funny you should mention those specifically, because I actually solved them all already. What? You did? You already solved them? What's this already talk? This is my home base as a detective. If you tell me something weird is up, of course I'm going to look around. That's all long in the past. Aww. Why the long face? I didn't say this case wouldn't be up your alley. As for your reward this time around, how about I give you guys my file with all the so-called supernatural cases I've worked on? Oh, then of course, we'll do it. Tell us more. That's the spirit. I fully intend to make use of your club's unique expertise for today's case. As we've already discussed, Tokyo has become a real hotbed for the supernatural, and it goes without saying that Nakano is no exception. The reports and complaints I've been getting from other tenants don't look to be letting up anytime soon, and so they've asked me to solve some. But even with my assistant on board, there's just too many for us to handle by ourselves. There are essentially 4 different odd phenomena going on around here that I want you guys to solve with your passion and young sensibility. 4 oddities. Okay, go on. First, I want you to figure out what's behind 3-legged Matthew, who wanders around these parts in search of something. Then, I want you to look into the Kata, who roams the floors of Nakano Broadway. After that, go look into the Reaper elevator, which ascends from the basement to the 4th floor at 2 a.m. And last, but certainly not least, see what you can find out about Master Tip Tap, a spirit. Ooh, these all sound great. This is going to be lots of fun to work on. I've given these legends their names based on eyewitness accounts I've heard. Now, it's on you guys to solve Nakano's urban legends, alright? What do you say? Will you go for it? Okay, this is so exciting! I can't wait to get started. Everybody, we're headed to the K Cafe to formulate our plan on the double. May, wait up! Those two sure can't contain themselves. Well, we better indulge them and head on over. Not like we have much of a choice. Don't think you get to take it easy now. You're joining up with them too. I mean, I figured. This might be a bit awkward to ask, but I've noticed your assistant kind of just zones out sometimes. Is everything alright? It's nothing too severe right now, but I can tell things are starting to get unstable with Keith's body. Control over data is slipping. Really, Keith seems to have even forgotten what's happened there. Well, now that we're well into the night, our time has finally come to spring into action. Since we're here, I might as well start on the first floor. We're going through every floor and checking whether these strange things are actually taking place, right? Right, since the reports of three-legged Matthew seem to center around this floor, we'll start with that for now and go from there. Alright, let's get to work. Yeah, when you're inside of a Broadway like this and there's no one around, it's kind of eerie. I figured out a little of three-legged Matthew's backstory. So get this. 30 years ago, there was a popular Anita doll whose clothes you could swap out. Matthew was another doll who was her ex-boyfriend. Originally, he was described as being her fiancé, but another male doll then showed up later. Lance, a diplomat, became popular. At some point, Lance and Anita got hitched and Matthew was relegated to the ex-boyfriend position. Okay, then. No reason to go outside. Yeah, not with it as dark as it is. It turns out there's an epilogue of sorts to the Matthew story. After he lost Anita to Lance, Matthew went insane and attacked Lance, chopping his body up and sending the pieces to Anita. But things didn't go entirely according to plan when he tried to send her the final piece to her, a single leg. Because as it turned out, Anita was putting Lance's body back together using forbidden dark magic. What Matthew did in response was attach that final leg to his own body, ostensibly in an effort to ensure Lance could never be revived. Ever since, he's apparently been walking around with much difficulty on his three legs, roaming about here and there, forever searching for memories of the good old days he and Anita once had. You know, I think Manaka and Kenji make a cute pair, don't you? Oh, but don't tell them I said that, okay? Nakano Broadway at night feels really creepy. I mean, during the day, there are some floors I don't like visiting, but this is something else. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Alright, then on to the second floor. Now turn our attention to Katakata. Well, time's wasting. Off we go. I remember when I was doing this part, and it was late at night. Like, I'm talking like it was like 2 in the morning, my lights were off, and I was doing this. I'm like, I don't like this. You think I'd be playing like RE7 or some shit. The name Teka Teka supposedly comes from the sound she makes when she moves her arms. So where does Kata Kata come from? From what I can tell, Kata Kata is derived from the famous Teki Teki legend. Teki Teki is an apparition who lost her feet in a train accident. She can travel up to 150 kilometers per hour, I think that's kilometers, with just her arms, laughing as she pursues people. Kata Kata is therefore an altered form of the Teki Teki, came to adopt after many years. I don't think anybody up against a spirit that could go 150 kilometers per hour would have any hope of escaping. If you bump into it, it's game over. Manaka is such a fraidy cat, but she still loves it when Kenji talks about occult stories all passionately and stuff. Nothing to report here either. Yep, let's make our way up to the third floor. What'll we run up to here, I wonder? Only one way to find out. Let's split up and get to work, everyone. You seem totally bored, Lily. You're just spouting weird stuff now. Hey, Manaka, how are things with you and Kenji? How far have you two progressed? Tell me. What better time is there to talk about love than in the middle of the night? I mean, that's not really called for, but if you happen to meet Katakata, she'll ask, need your legs? And if you don't give her the right response, she'll run off with yours. What's the right response? It's, I'm using them right now. She's surprisingly cooperative, it turns out. I mean, I guess that's one way to tell a ghost. It's just like in Ghostbusters when they're saying, if anyone asks you if you're a god, you say yes. Oh hey, I think I figured out why she's called Katakata. Katakata originally lost her legs after falling onto train tracks in Hokkaido. So maybe her name comes from the sound teeth make when chattering. Why isn't there anything special happening tonight? We got one more floor to go. Surely there's something to find up on the 4th floor. Come on, let's head for the elevator. Alright, come to us, O Reaper Elevator. Make thyself known before us. It's past 2 a.m. now. Why? Why isn't anything showing up? I called out to it and everything, but there's no sign of it appearing at all. This sucks. I hate it. I just want to see the Grim Reaper at least once in my lifetime. Is this too much to ask? I mean, don't take that out of context, please. May, it's okay. There's still hope. Just keep it together. Wow, I never took her to be the type to throw a tantrum when things go poorly. May, we're getting worried about you. Why don't you take a little break at K Cafe? When we met up earlier afternoon, the owner said it was fine to use it as a break room. It shouldn't be locked up. She's not going to listen to reason. I'm in favor of it. I'm beat. I could use a rest after all that investigating. We can't! There's still Kotsu to check. We have to check everything again, top to bottom. There has to be something here. I just know it. Alright, we get it. Let's go inside Kai Cafe for a bit so we can reassess the situation. Sound good to you? There's nothing here. No ghosts, no spirits, nothing. Nothing. Oh, cheer up. Since when does the good stuff ever happen on the first day you do this sort of work? Why? I just want to see Matthew, Katakata, the Reaper Elevator, the Master Tip Tap. It's okay, May. Really. I'm sure something will come along soon. Really? You sure? Eep. What's wrong? Don't you guys hear it? You're right. Is that the elevator? Maybe it's Kyoko? But she's not the only resident here. Who could it be? Wait, maybe it's a cop. That sound just now. Did the elevator just arrive on this floor? It must have. It's the Reaper Elevator. It came. I knew it was real all along. Oh my god, that sound. Is that Master Tip Tap? But now it's a different sound. Don't tell me it's... Ah! Ew! What was that? Somebody's voice? What's going on? What are you kids doing in here? We could ask the same question. Why are you here so late? Late, Missy? It's morning already. I always come in here to relax at around this time. Huh? But it's not even 4 yet. Well, actually, it makes sense. My grandpa tends to get up really early, too. Oh, I get it now. That's why the K Cafe owner had this place unlocked. It's so this guy could use it. Hey, Keith. What's wrong? Oh, wait. Am I seeing what I think I am? Is that a third leg? What? What are you blathering about now? Those dentures are they making that chattering noise because they're misaligned? You also came from that elevator, which would make you the Reaper. Hey, who are you calling a Reaper? Then the tapping sound must have come from... No! You mean to tell me that this old guy is the one behind all the local urban legends here? You have to be. You have to be kidding! Oh. May's mournful cries could be heard all throughout the building that night. So it looks like you guys came through and solved all the mysteries. I couldn't have asked for a better end result than what you found. What's so good about it? It was all just because that old guy takes early morning walks. Perhaps, but as I say, truth is stranger than fiction. Get real here. Who could have ever seen any of this coming? Let me ask you something. While you were out running around solving mysteries, what were you picturing inside your head? Did you see things in pitch dark? Did you hear things in deafening silence? Personally, in my opinion, I'd say strong human imaginations are key to engaging in supernatural research. I feel like I kinda get it, but don't at the same time. Those are just my own thoughts on the matter. Don't read too deeply into them. Hopefully, having reached the conclusion that you guys have, it's given you some things to think about individually. Now, as promised, I believe I have my files to hand off as your reward. Those won't be necessary. We'll solve those other mysteries ourselves, through our own efforts. Our own efforts and our boundless passion and imagination. Oh, that's a fantastic attitude to have. Wow, Kenji, that's actually kind of cool of you to say. Perhaps I was out of line then. If you insist that much, then I won't worry about... Oh no, we'll gladly take them off your hands, Detective. What are you saying, May? Haven't you been paying attention to what's going on? So, do you mean to tell... Wait a second. Do you mean to tell me you're not even a... Wait, what? Do you mean to tell me you're... Wait, I feel like that "you" isn't supposed to be there. Do you mean to tell me you're not even a little interested in what's inside those files? Really, Manaka? Well, maybe just a little. If you aren't, then I'll just go ahead and read them by myself. Hey, that's not fair. Man, and here I was thinking I was acting cool for once, too. Ah, Kenji, you did great. Don't let this get you down. Just try harder next time. Well, I'm going to take off now. Catch you two later. Looks like it's just the two of us again, Keith. I didn't expect them to run off with only one of my files. Either way, we can now report back to the other tenants that have those issues been taken care of. Hopefully that'll improve our standing a little. Those occult kids are something, though. They're growing up so fast. Maybe one of these days they'll start being friendly rivals of yours. That'd be fun, right? What makes me drag my old bones out here every morning, I wonder? This place feels nostalgic to me for some reason, but I can't pinpoint the reason why. What the? Miko? Ooh, I wonder what that was about. I'm always interested in how mysteries often lead to and tie into one another, but I digress. Great work as always. Get ready for another case soon. Alright. Even though this was pretty much just like one of those do a quest kind of episodes, we're done with it regardless. So, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought. Be sure to share my video around. It definitely helps me out. And if you enjoy what I do, you can subscribe to my channel, ring the bell to get notified when I upload, join the Fox Army, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Till then, see you then.